My name is Choji Bare, the founder of Green Energy. Green Energy is a company that is into converting the municipal solid waste, particularly biomass and plastics, to petroleum products. But the university system is such that it's not such that encourages entrepreneurship. It does not such that encourages creativity, because you are taught. I think that is one of the problems of unemployment in Nigeria, because the lecturers teach you to give them back exactly what you gave them. When not all the lecturers, but most of them, they teach you to give them back exactly what you gave them, and if you don't give them, they score you an F or an E for maybe putting it in your own terms or in your own at the way you understand it. That was why I graduated with a pass degree. Financing. In fact, when I finished, I first carried out the research using the glasswares in the laboratory successfully, and then after that I now decided to take it out to try it using steel, to see if it has industrial applicability, and I constructed the first prototype using cans of milk cans. Now I constructed the fractionating column from it. It was partially successful, but I had a lot of leakages because the material was very light. That is, the materials I used for the fabrication was very light, so I had a lot of gas leakages. But I was able to achieve something. Then I compounded the catalyst I used. I worked on that catalyst, and I discovered that even at room temperature, its reaction still goes on, still produces oil. So I had this problem. I would spend several days without eating, just to save money to buy chemicals for the research. I had an evangelist, a clergy, who gave me a gift of 30,000 naira then, which I used to establish the first prototype. It's a kind of collaboration, because even though Nigeria is one of the wealthiest nations when it comes to oil, when it comes to the oil industry, as in Nigeria is very oil rich, but there is a lot of scarcity of these petroleum products. Recently the federal government of Nigeria removed subsidy on these oil products, and then it made the prices of these oil products skyrocket. I see what I'm doing with those oil companies is like I'm complementing them. Where there is lack, I meet up, and I could also sell to them my products as feedstock. Apart from that, I'm taking care of generated waste, which is from the polyethylene, polypropylene, whatever waste, plastic wastes they generate as byproducts of their own refining. And it doesn't stop there. We have the vision that as time goes on, we are going to start go into contracts with them to start managing their oil spillage wastes and waste they generate. We come and we work with them as contractors, and then we study the waste with the chemical properties of the waste they produce, and we convert it and use it for something useful. So we are just going to be doing the work of the cleanup. They mess up, we clean up. Yeah, and like in Kenya and in South Africa, there's a form of green energy technology in those places, because I've seen documentaries of biogas plants, which is partly they take care of the cellulose part of the waste, but they don't take care of the other part of the waste, which has to do with the non-biodegradable part of the waste. So in a form, they are removing this environmental impedes from the environment. but you know, it has not. It is just a small fraction, you know, of what needs to be done. And then also in Ghana too. Okay, Benin, there's a big biogas farm there, you know, because we are not just into green energy. Is not just about non-biodegradable plastic waste. It's about biomass too, which we produce. We produce biogas, which can generate over 10 megawatts of electricity, which we could sell to the national grid and also use for our production. Well, my biggest hope is to win. It's a campaign to save our world.